Hello YouTube, Messenger and Bottle here with another video. Now I'm continuing this little experimental trend with having the gameplay in the background. But again, what I'm going to talk is has nothing to do with the background. It's just there for a minor secondary entertainment for you guys while I do my commentary talking point. What I want to discuss is, you could say, a follow up in the last video of guys why we talk about women online. As I stated, most of us men, we really do care about women, and we really want to make the relationship between men and women work. But the problem is, to make it work, it has to come from both sides. Now, when I say both sides, it's not just women. It is an acknowledgement that there are bad apples out there, and for us men, yes, we are, in some capacity, our fault. I would dare say up to 50% is our fault, but when it comes to women, it's definitely their fault on their end. And the reason why I say definitely their fault on their end is because the biggest frustration that us guys we've been noticing is that when it comes to women and having faults on their own, they do not want to accept any accountability. Throughout my YouTube channel, especially in my recent videos, I've been discussing how, for some reason, accountability with women, it's like their kryptonite. I don't know what's the conspiracy behind it. I'll do a little investigation about this. But for some reason, when it comes to accountability, women, they avoid it like the plague. And throughout my YouTube channel, I've been saying that you could avoid accountability, but you will not avoid consequences. Accountability is to have, how do I say this? It's not punishment, it's more like having an understanding how things could go negative if you continue doing this. To give you an example, having a bad diet. If you don't take accountability for your bad diet, guess what? Your health is going to suffer. That's the consequences. But if you don't take accountability, like punish yourself a little bit and restrict yourself from eating junk food, then you're preventing the consequences from escalating further. And you will definitely make a U-turn, because when it comes to diet, it's not too late to make a U-turn. You could make yourself more healthier, skinnier, and leaner, and improve your health vastly, for you won't get sick more often. But if you continue eating junk food, if you continue eating habits that causes you to have a bad diet, eventually the consequences is your health. Now, I hope you guys understand the example that I just made. Same thing with women. If a woman is not loyal to their man, if a woman is not doing their part, of course, consequences is going to catch up to them, to the point where it's too late. And majority of the time, I do not know why, but what I'm seeing, and a lot of men are seeing this as well, when they don't take accountability for their actions, the consequences eventually creep up, and boom, they're in the situation, or in the mess, whatever they're at, and they have to live with it. And the dumbest guys that go in and try to be, quote unquote, Captain Saberho, they're the one that are gonna suffer. And the saddest part is, those type of women that don't take accountability for their actions, they're gonna blame it on them, even though the guy is trying to do everything correctly. Me personally, I have flaws, and I try my best to do better before it's too late. And there are some aspects of me that, yeah, it's a little too late, but I could still fix this. I could still make things better. Luckily for me, right now I'm single, but I learned my lesson, valuable lessons, what I learned when I was in a relationship. The number one thing is self care, and always looking for opportunities to improve my financial stability. Because let's be real and down to earth, guys. Your financial stability is what's going to determine your lifestyle, and from there on, their point. Right now, everyone is struggling, and not just dating wise, but also financial wise. And it's getting scary out there how things are becoming very unstable financially speaking. So yeah, guys, do your best to improve your financial situation the best as you can. Me personally, I'm very happy where I'm at. So and I still have opportunities to improve myself, and I'll do my best to take advantage of those opportunities. But anyway, enough about myself. All I'm saying is take advantage of opportunities you have to improve yourself. And back to the subject, because I feel like I went off the rail here. The reason why us men talk so much about women is because, again, we do care about them, and we will try our best on our end to improve ourselves. The problem is, when we do improve ourselves, we still suffer as if it didn't matter in the first place. We see this time and time after again. And for us men to be obsessed with a woman is, a woman taking care of herself, having a little beauty. Beauty does matter, let's be real. Looks does matter. As a matter of fact, I'll make another video talking about how looks matter, but all it requires from woman's end is be a little feminine, be supportive. Supportive is a big thing, and be a little loyal. That's all it takes. And men, they will definitely move the earth if they have to, just to improve the relationship and make the situation better. And it's very sad because even top tier guys, right now we're seeing, thanks to the power of social media and the internet, we're seeing that even if a guy does all these things, they'll still get screwed over, and it feels like it didn't matter in the first place. One of the biggest storyline that I clearly remember, and this happened a couple of years ago. If I find this storyline, I'll leave a link down in the description below. Is when Henry Cavill talked outspoken in public about the Danish situation, and even him admits that he is scared to be called a creep or any sexual harassment accusation. And despite his concern, he received backlash from females, a lot of females. And to me, that's baffling, especially a good looking British actor guy like Henry Cavill himself, which, by the way, that guy has money. So he's definitely up there in the upper class, the top 1%, etc. etc. Even him is scared of being, accused by females for sexual harassment, sexual accusation, and he finds it difficult to approach women in dating because of that. See, guys, this is the world that we live in, and this is nothing like conspiracy or any accusation. This is not about women hating, none of that. It's about reacting to our environment accordingly because this is the reality that we live in. And last time I checked, reality doesn't give a crap of who you are. If you don't react to your environment accordingly and don't pay attention where the wind is blowing, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer tremendously. And I do believe that things could get better. It it all revolves around your decision making and what you do from their point there on. That's why I made that video a while back, but sadly no one watches that video about how adaptation is very important. Well, guys, I'm gonna end it here because I feel like I ranted enough. But in my next video, I will definitely talk about female beauty, why it matters, and beauty itself. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, especially me rambling, and of course the gameplay in the background. Message in the bottle, over and out.